The past few weeks, I haven't made much progress north, but I've definitely been keeping busy. I had the pleasure of being able to spend some quality time with one of my best friends from school, Jamie, in San Francisco. It's been many years since we've seen each other properly, and I was so lucky to be able to spend a few weeks at his place, seeing San Fran and going off on weekend adventures. We went hiking, swam lots in the sea, and just generally had a really silly time. This was especially nice to be cheered up and have as a transition from going from a two-man band to riding solo, while Phoebe is back home earning the money. After 2 weeks that absolutely flew by, it was time to head back out on my trusty steed. Not before I had got in a few epic surf sessions at Half Moon Bay, the friendlier little brother to the giant wave Mavericks on the outside reef. I've done a decent amount of cycle touring in my life, but I was overcome with the realisation as I set off that this was actually the first time I'd ever cycle toured alone. It is definitely a different experience compared to always having someone by your side to chat to or discuss plans with. I find that I worry less about decisions I make, as if I make a bad decision it will only be me that will suffer. I cook much worse dinners when it's only me eating. I've absorbed infinitely more podcasts, and saddest of all, the tent is much colder without Phoebe. Although I had previously rejected the idea of zipping our sleeping bags together, I could not think of anything better for my cold feet at 6 a.m. The evenings can be quite lonely, and I of course miss my partner in crime, but there is a real peace and tranquility to cycling solo that I've managed to treasure and enjoy. I've been riding north of San Francisco for maybe 4 or 5 days now. It's absolutely beautiful. This is the America that I was looking for. Rolling hills, a couple of big ones, big cliffs, lots of firs, lots of redwoods, really quiet. I haven't seen a supermarket since San Fran, so it's been just shopping in like village stores. It feels like tiendas of South America. Everyone's super nice, really friendly, and really chilled. Lots of plaid shirts and beards, and the ocean is very angry. And for the first time, it's been raining today. I think I might be a bit sunburnt. Gosh. Although I constantly want to prove everyone wrong who immediately says to me that I'm cycling the wrong way, the weather can be a real challenge. If I'm wet, it can be really hard to warm back up and dry my clothes, and I often end up in my tent at around 7 p.m. after dinner, and I won't emerge for at least another 12 hours. I even submitted to a decent flurry of snow and ended up staying in a $100 motel just to get out of the elements, which it turns out was a very sensible decision. Somehow lost my gloves somewhere along the way yesterday, so I've gone to a gardening centre and bought myself some nice gardening gloves. That should hopefully get me through this snow. Woo! Despite the harsh weather, I've had lots of the amazing redwoods to myself. The campsites are empty, the roads are empty, and there is a peaceful still about the forest that I've fallen in love with. Avenue of the Giants was especially stunning with a melting layer of snow on it. Whee! I'm very excited to keep going north through the Oregon coast, but I'm prepared for the Pacific Northwest rains and winds that I'm sure will batter me. Please pray for me that it won't be too savage.
Happy to be proved wrong. And of course, celebrities right now. Just to see where he's gone out.